Hi everybody, I'm Giancarlo.
And I'm Felicia.
And this is our review of Heroes Wanted expansion.
The Stuff of Legend.
She's upset.
I'm not upset.
Because we didn't do a review of
We're just gonna skip
original.
doing the original.
We're not
just gonna do the expansion.
doing it. We're gonna be talking
cut
about
corners. Zeta City now has 2 new scenarios, and the 2 new types of heroes are needed to tackle these: supernatural heroes and mythic heroes. To do this review of Stuff of Legend, we first played through the base game Heroes Wanted. We hadn't done a review of it, but had we, Heroes Wanted would score an 8 out of 10 for us. So how does the Stuff of Legend expansion stack up? Let's find out. Stuff of Legend comes with a new double-sided board for either Ghosts and Games, or Portal to Peril Adventures. Both adventures are also different enough from the base set. Ghosts and Games, ironically, has evil meeples come to life from board games in a game store. And Portal to Peril has 2 villains working in tandem to open a portal to Wyoming in an alternate dimension. Of course, the game comes with 20 more villains, a cool new villain pawn, 5 headline tiles, 8 new Quirk cards, more tokens, and dice. But more importantly, it comes with a new mechanic and 2 different types of heroes, supernatural and mythic.
Supernatural heroes draw their power from the dark arts, but sometimes these come as a price, as they might get cursed. Mischief, for example, when performing his Enigmatic, will gain 4 curse tokens because of the keyword Curse 4. Should he already be cursed, the text after cursed will trigger instead. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? Well, whenever a cursed hero rests, he'll need to roll a die, or 2 if he has 4 or more curse tokens on him, and suffer the results as shown here. And these can really slow your hero down. Luckily, they do have ways of dealing with curses. One is to use the meditate action, unique only to them, and the other is their unique bonus cards. Unlocking them when completing headlines will remove a curse token. So, powerful heroes, but use them wisely and sparingly.
The mythic heroes, on the other hand, are just purposely overpowered. They really are the stuff of legend. Should you be lucky to pick one of these rare heroes, be sure to take their unique bonus and action cards. Mythic heroes also starts with at least 1 feat. You still draw a B card, but they innately have this little bonus as well. For example, Gold gets a +1 move when he uses charge actions. Now, both these new type heroes and others in Stuff of Legend will have in a straight line written as part of the text. This is where the hex directional mechanic comes into play. Simply put, these actions sometimes are determined by a random direction. Roll a die, making sure beforehand that it is placed parallel to the hexes on the board, and this will give you the direction in which that action can be performed.
And there you have it. So, is it an expansion worth having? For me, it's a definite yes, partly due to the fact that we love the base game of Heroes Wanted. We thought it blended extremely well the luck and tactics strategy factor. That said, be warned that when we did use the mythic heroes, and only 1 player out of the 4 got one, it did tend to put him at an advantage. So the fact that it's great that this expansion offers more choice, it can also really affect the luck factor. With the villains as well, we ended up randomly making this crazy overpowered villain with a certain circumstance of the scenario setup that he was virtually KOing heroes with 1 attack. But that is the double-edged sword of having choice. I suggest you either all play with mythic heroes or none play with them, and then it'll make it more balanced. And if an overpowered villain shows up and you all lose, that's when you call in the cavalry and have everybody play as the mythic heroes. Then you can see if you can win with them or not. More than the mythic heroes, I really like the supernatural ones as they involve some sort of pathos. High power, high price. It makes playing them a little more tactical and strategic. But what about the scenarios? Well, I really enjoyed them. And more importantly, it wasn't just a rehash of the old ones in a new form. They all had their own uniqueness in terms of gameplay and mechanic, which is what made the base game so great, especially the progression. And this continues that progression, so do be warned that they are a little tougher. In the end, if you loved Heroes Wanted as much as we did, we definitely recommend Stuff of Legends, as well as their other mini expansions. What's better than a game with great replay value? Even more replay value and more adventures. Stuff of Legend, as its predecessor, gets an 8 Mighty Hero Morphin out of 10. Well, because I gotta show this and then you can show that. You'll see.
You're such a control monster.
It's not because we're doing a review of this, and this is the original game, but I want to show this in front.
I don't get it. What do you mean this is the original?
Okay, this is a base game.
Yeah.
And then you add this to this.
And
It's
what
an
are we doing a
expansion.
review
It's an
of?
expansion. We're doing a review of this one.
Of the expansion.
Yeah, we're not.
We
doing
did this already.
We never did this. So what happened is, are you filming this? Because this is actually pretty cool. What happened is we went to Gen Con. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Where was it? In San Francisco?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
And
So
and what
random.
happened is the company Action Phase approached us, or we approached them. One of the two, anyways. And they like what we do, and they said the Stuff of Legend just came out. They want us to do a review of this. But we never played this. So they gave us this with this and a bunch of other expansions.
So why are we not doing a review of this and the expansion?
Because that's extra work.
The mentality of a superhero, if that makes any sense, like the psychology behind it. Because
Wow.
on Grey's,
Oh no, she's gotta talk about Grey's Anatomy.
No, there's one of the doctors had to do brain surgery, and she was standing there like a superhero. So another doctor asked her, "Why do you do that?" And apparently, if you stand in superhero pose for 5 minutes, it gives you the confidence to, like, automatically. I swear, it's like a psychological thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I've been looking up a lot of
You
like.
should do that in front of every time we start reviews. Go for it. Actually, you know what I think? I think you're right. Because I think when we're sitting down, we become more lazy. Like we should have been standing up in front of our board game.
No, what are you talking? This has nothing to do with board today. I'm pretty confident
I'm not
doing
talking
this.
about board
Like
today.
I just went from brain surgery, and he's like, "Yeah, we should do this before a review."
This is like brain surgery.
No, it's not. Yes,
Working
with
with you, it is. Oh!